Hey, okay, Charlie. So if you just want to tell us a bit about yourself and what your business is and how you got started in it, that would be great.
Okay, Charlie Helms here. Been in the Memphis area since 1997. Started this business back in 2010, and it was a concept that we came up with. A partner of mine in Jackson, Mississippi. The economy had just crashed, and we saw that a lot of schools were struggling to have their sports because budgets were cut. They couldn't do all of the sports they had planned to. So we decided, how could we help? And we came up with this idea of live video streaming all of their sports. And in that process, they would be able to sell advertisements, just like television, to help promote all of their sports. We took 2010 and did 3 prototypes, put it out in the field. We told 3 schools, you're guinea pigs. This may blow up in our face, this may not. Well, it blew up in our face. We made some adjustments, did a lot of changing, and then launched full-fledged in 2011. And it's just blown up since then. Keith, we are a live video streaming company. We are a true turnkey service to high schools, junior colleges, churches. Even the city of Olive Branch uses us for their OBTV Live for weather and news, and their morning talk show is all run through our program. We are international. We now have a couple of clients in London, in Switzerland as well, and then we're all over the US. So it's been quite a road for the last 12 years.
As I said to you in the preamble, hearing about these sort of businesses and the things that you're doing, it's just amazing, because who would have thought that a company like you would be based here in Piperton in this area, and yet have such a global reach and be able to make a mark in a pretty decent sized market. The soccer club I ran, we had to broadcast our games, the ones we played out at Rossville Christian Academy, and we had to use a company out of Netherlands because it was mandated by the league.
Wow!
And we had to use them, but we had to get our own equipment, our own video camera, and everything like that. And if if we didn't know about you guys, then obviously you were literally around the corner. And so that's what I find it's fascinating to hear about it. So how do you market your business? Is it word of mouth, or you?
98% of our business is referral.
Yeah. And
it's when the client finds us, because we do some email campaigning and some drip campaigns that has done okay, but it's more word of mouth. When a school comes on board, or church, and they see our product and how well and the performance it does, and then the customer service after the fact. When clients come with us, it's not we sell them the gear and we go, hey, best of luck, hope it works for you.
Yeah.
We're there when they go live. So if it's Friday night at 8 o'clock and they got a problem, they have a direct number to my customer service. They talk to a human, and we fix their problem at that hour. We dial into the system, we take care of the system, and they're fixed and ready to go. Our customer retention, there's a little school down in Mississippi in Batesville called South Panola. They were the national champions for 4 years in a row. They're well known.
Yes,
they signed with us. I'm sorry?
Even I've heard of them and their success.
Well, there you go. Well, they signed on with us in February of 2011 after we launched, and they're still with us.
That's great.
We don't lose clients. Our customer service is what keeps our clients. Is the fact that we're there. The gear that you get from us, we know it works. It all marries together. It all performs the way it should. We just recently launched 2 years ago that all of our clients are now streaming, of course, to mobiles and all web servers. So you can watch it on a PC, Mac, or any phone device, anything. But we launched also now that we're on what's called OTT. That's Apple, Roku, and Amazon. So every client gets their own TV channel. So You want to go watch South Panola, you get on your Roku, type in South Panola High School, there's their channel, download it, and you watch all of their stuff there live.
That's incredible.
That was a game changer. We're the only company in the nation that is doing all three channels. We build it for you and we maintain it for you. No other competitor does that. So we've kind of got a niche, and it goes back to some marketing days that I had when I developed another company that was a security firm for closed circuit television, intercom systems, the full 9 yards for clients of their home and their businesses. I had the same mindset then. It's all about customer service. There's no unique mouse traps anymore. Everybody's so caught up with, what do you have that's proprietary that nobody else can get? Well, that's rare today.
Yeah.
And the one thing that is good is customer service. That's what people are looking for. That's what they're hungry for. So I think that's what's really made our company separate. Now, has it been a walk in the park? No. We started in 11. Like I said, we launched 2013. I was done with a stress test for KeyBank Life Insurance, and they found I had Widowmakers. Well, we thought we were going to close the doors. Seriously thought we were done. Well, the very next, soon as I got out of triple bypass and got recovered, we sold 13 more schools. And then came along 2020. We're like, oh my gosh, every school in the country is closed.
Yes.
We're done.
Yeah.
We are physically out of business. Well, I'm telling you, from March to May, we were like Panic City. Well, all of a sudden, the end of May, we doubled in size. We had schools calling us from everywhere wanting to get on our service. Well, 21, same thing. We doubled again.
Wow.
And if 22 plays out like we're looking, it's scary, the growth that we're having.
So what do you attribute the COVID era doubling your business twice? I mean,
people had to watch. They got to watch some way, and these sports teams are going to play, and they were allowing it by June. They were saying, okay, you just can't have people in the stadium, but y'all can play. So boom, okay, we're going to broadcast just the game, and that's what happened. I had school districts buying, every school they had. So one school bought 11 systems, another one bought 7 systems, and they haven't left. Even though all the fans are back in the stands, everybody's there. Guess what? Everybody's addicted to watching it. Yeah. Our numbers from 2019, we were around right at 2 million views.
Good Lord.
We're at 5 million now.
That is unbelievable. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
But I can promise you, building a business from scrap that nobody's ever heard of, when you go call a coach up, hey, would you like us to sell you some gear to stream your events? And they give you this deer in the headlight look, like, what are you talking about streaming? What is streaming? It was hard. I mean, there were days I looked in the mirror and thought, are you stupid? People just don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. They don't understand it. But COVID was probably the catalyst that kept our doors going and has put us on the roadmap that, I got schools from Idaho Colony. We had this company call us from Switzerland that's doing video music. That's what he does, 24 hours a day, video music. And he found us, and boom. I'm dealing with a company in Nova Scotia right now that's got the hockey league for Canada. And they want to talk with us about building out a 24-hour channel for all the hockey teams in Canada.
So how do you?
It doesn't.
Sorry, go ahead.
It just doesn't happen like this normally. It's hard work, and it has been up until now. And it's just, we get phone calls all the time. People looking, people wanting.
Yeah. How do you prepare for scalability in that?
Well, I've got a head engineer that's in Palmdale, California, and he's constantly researching for clients that are people that are streaming already somewhere on their own, like a production company.
Mhm.
And then we start rattling their cage saying, hey, look, as our growth comes, we're going to need this, this, and this. Would you be interested? That's how that's how he found our last engineer in Peoria, Illinois. George came on 4 months ago because he was a production company, and he just thought what we had was great, and he absolutely loves being here with us.
This. Can I just say, take you back just a few minutes ago?
Sure.
You were talking about customer service, and you were
Uh-huh.
talking about building your business out of referrals. And you know, I'm a big believer in referrals, and I think it's a really underutilized marketing tool. I think like people are afraid to ask for referrals, or they don't even think about asking for referrals from people, or even testimonials. You know, everybody knows about, you can go on Amazon and type in a review. That's not a testimonial
Right.
product, because it's
No.
just a mindless typing that goes on with that.
Mhm.
So do you actively ask for referrals? You actively ask for testimonials?
Oh, we go one step further. All of our schools know we have a referral program. Every school they talk to that comes to us and says, hey, I've talked to so-and-so and I want to get with you on this and get something up, we pay that school up to $2,500 for bringing that school to us.
Got it. Right.
Not once, but as many times as they bring a school.
Yeah.
Not only after that, then if they bring a school that doesn't buy, we still give them a $500 what we call a graphics package, so they can use these graphics in their productions. We give them that package at no cost,
Got it.
just for bringing the referral to us, even if they don't buy.
Right. Right. So you're incentivizing. You know, just, I mean, is there an average package size? What's the average investment?
Average investment for most of our schools is around $25,000.
Okay.
But the upside to this, we've got schools that for 8 years have been making over $100,000 a year with advertising sales.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're selling them a profit center, really.
Oh yeah, we're going to supply you the means to raise significant revenue for any of your programs.
Yeah.
We do pay-per-views. We had one of our schools do a big basketball tournament down in Florida. It was called the City of Palms, and they did 4 days of basketball, and they did it as a pay-per-view. In those 4 days, they raised $32,000 in pay-per-view.
Wow. So
yeah, I mean,
you provide the equipment and the know-how,
training.
Yeah, training to put
Yep.
all this stuff together and to be able
Yep.
to sell packages for advertising.
And we train their students every year that they have a turnover. We retrain the next year of students.
That's a huge.
So it's an ongoing with us.
Yeah, there's a huge investment on your part, as you say, to maintain
Yeah.
customer service.
Yeah. Exactly. But my retention is so high, and our reoccurring revenue model is what we don't have any investors. We have privately funded this, and I've got a couple of key people that I deal with that I look to for advice. And when I came up with this idea, they were like, where did you come with this? What made you think this? I said, it brought me back to early days in my life when somebody brought to me Amway.
Oh yeah.
And I said, it's a product that you can go buy in the store, but guess what? It's the customer service.
Yeah.
We're going to deliver it to you. We're going to show you new product. You have a problem with it, we'll take it back.
Yeah.
That brought into my mind that's the way I've worked all my life, is ever since I saw Amway. I never became in Amway, never wanted to, but
Right.
it taught me that customer service is what people buy.
Yeah.
The product is just, they got to have the product one way or the other. They're going to get something, but it's the customer service they're buying.
Right.
And so as long as I retain the highest quality customer service, then I know that I'm going to keep the clients happy, and they will stay with us and promote me to other people they talk to.
Right. And so your business model hinges on your success in the customer service, because from,
Correct. That's
from
correct.
from that generates all your other things. So you're willing to take the time and effort, as opposed to a lot of larger corporations, to make sure you're willing to make the effort and put the investment into making that experience as smooth as it can be, because that in the end is
Most of my competitors are trying to go after these automated cameras that will auto follow the action.
yeah,
So you don't have to have a production company. You don't have to have camera operators. It's just a camera that follows the motion on the field. Well, that works fine if the camera is smart enough to follow the right people.
right.
Because we've seen a national championship soccer game that the referee, there was a free kick, and the referee started walking away, and he was bald headed, and the camera thought that was the ball,
Yeah,
and followed him, and nobody got to see the kick.
yeah. I'm really familiar with soccer, and those automatic cameras have a terrible job, because so much happens off the ball. It's not not always about where the ball is. It's about the players making the runs away from the ball. So automatic cameras are going to have some difficulty following those sort of things.
Right. Our biggest competitor in the market is called, I'm not going to say their name. They're just the big elephant on the block. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they sent out a notification last November to all of the clients and said, please do not call us anymore. We are not taking tech support calls. Email us and we'll get back to you. That was their email.
Wow.
That went out. I saw it. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
In other words, we're just going to snub our nose at you, but we're going to continue to bill you.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Well, that's where I'm getting a lot of business. Tools are calling me because they're sick of hearing, well, we can't help you. You know, we'll get back and send somebody out there to see your equipment at some point.
Yeah.
Because the cameras they bought came from Israel. And anyway, that company's is bleeding cash, and I'm just going to continue to hang around that low hanging fruit and continue to reap benefits.
So if you are benefiting from year over year, like a subscription type service, people keep coming back.
Correct.
Correct. And so that's what your customer service pays off in that respect too. Because
correct.
Pick up and renew, but also your customer service generates your referrals too, because people are happy with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's correct. The people who are watching this who are saying, well, you know, I'm not sure about customer service. Is it a model you think you could be used in any business that sells stuff?
If you sell a commodity, something that people have to buy and use on a regular basis, yes. Because the more you have customer service and have that interaction, then you're going to have a lifelong customer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how so many, you think about Walmart. When Mr. Walton built Walmart, it was all about customer service.
Yeah.
If you bought something and it didn't work, you bring it back, we'll take it. We don't care how long you've had it. It was customer service. And that's what built that organization. So again, if you're trying to build your company and you're going to be selling a reusable commodity, not food, because restaurants and all of that, that's a whole nother ballgame, but a commodity that they're going to keep and use over and over and over and then have to buy another one. If you service them, they won't even look anywhere else. They're going to come buy from you.
Right.
When clients that we currently have, when their gear starts to wear out, and it's gotten abused or something, they don't go and call up Amazon and try to buy that product or anything there. They call me. They call my guys and say, look, my camera, it fell down the bleachers. It's in 4 pieces. When can you get me another one? They don't ask price.
Right.
When can you get me another one?
Yeah.
I had a client just ship me a laptop and said, look, a student pulled the HDMI cable out of the laptop and it fell on the floor and it won't work now. I got the laptop yesterday and I said, he didn't just pull the cable out of the laptop. He slung it against the wall because it broke the monitor off.
Oh, God.
And I went, so this isn't warranty. I said, we can ship you another one, but I hope y'all insured it. He said, well, yeah, we did. I said, okay, then you're covered. The insurance will pay for it. I'll have you another one shipped out in 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
There again, customer service. And again, some people have said, sorry, yeah, you're going to have to buy a whole new one at a full price. I sold it to the school for just above my cost.
Yeah.
Why? Why did I sell it to him at full price? Because I now have another lifelong client that's going to refer me to more schools.
Yeah. So in a coaching sense, we talk to businesses about the lifetime value of a customer. So
bingo.
You spend
LTV.
Yeah, you spend a certain amount of money to recruit that customer, that client, whatever that nomenclature is. But you've got to measure that against the lifetime value of that customer, because that's where if you keep that customer happy, keep coming back for 5 years, the cost of acquiring that customer, it was $100, but you keep them over 5 years, and that goes down to, well, it was like 10 cents to recruit.
Exactly. Yeah. Right now, my LTV is 8 years, and I've only been really in business 11.
Right. Yeah.
8 years.
And it's
so
I think it's really it's a really, talking to you is just really interesting in the aspect that customer service is something that people pay lip service to, but they don't understand the ramifications of just one unhappy client. And
yeah,
because then you get the bad press, but also the downside is that those people don't keep coming back to your store, and therefore
correct,
you've got to spend more money to market to bring in more people to replace the ones that you have lost. And so
correct
in that area, and again, as a business coach, that's one of the things that we constantly preach is you have to retain your customers. You have to spend money. It's an investment. Marketing is not an expense, it's an investment, but it's an expense if you don't follow through on keeping those customers happy.
Correct. And that is our
like rewarding them. It's just like if somebody drops a bottle of olive oil on the way out of the store, replace it. Don't charge them for it. If you replace it for free, you're going to get another cut. You keep a customer for life. And
right.
More than make up for the price of that bottle there. And
that's correct.
It's just it's really good to hear you talk like that, and I'll be using this with several of my clients, because they just need to realize the value, and by paying attention to that area, that you can not only increase the lifetime value, but you increase the value of your own business, because
correct,
you've got consistent revenue coming in. So thank you so much, Charlie. It's been fascinating talking to you, and if it's okay, I'll connect with you sometime in the next couple of weeks. Maybe we can meet up, have coffee, and talk a bit more.
Sure, that'd be fine.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you again for your time.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. You take care. Bye-bye.